Hi guys, I hope that you are doing well, and yes, I am back. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm back full time. I'm gonna be honest, every time I make a plan, something comes up, something happens, and I don't actually proceed with it, and I just don't want to give those promises anymore. I did take a break, a desired break, a very needed break, and I'm still honestly on that break. I don't know when exactly I'm going to be back full time. However, I do these yearly readings every single year, and I could not just miss this. I had to come back and do them for you guys. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I stopped doing personal readings. However, I am offering currently a 2022 Lenormand reading, and that is the only reading that I'm currently offering. Okay, I am not offering any kind of short readings, any kind of tarot readings, any kind of astrological readings at the moment. 2022 Lenormand Grand Tableau is the only reading that I'm offering, and the reason why is because I love Grand Tableau. It does consist of 36 cards. It does cover absolutely every area of your life, and you're also able to pick characters in your spread, pick signifiers for people in your life. For example, I don't know, your partner, your parent, somebody else that you're interested in. There's a whole picture of your life that can be seen in Grand Tableau. So for all the details, just go to my website if you would like a 2022 Lenormand reading. But we are going to move on to our 2022 tarot reading for each zodiac sign. Hi Gemini, I hope you're doing well, and this is going to be your 2022 tarot reading. So guys, in the last 2 years, you were in the spotlight, you and Sagittarius, and now, finally, after January, things are going to kind of loosen their grip on you, okay? And that's actually a good thing because, sometimes when North Node is in your sign, whether it's Sun, Moon, or Rising in Gemini, it can get very challenging, it can. Depending on obviously other factors, but at the same time, it could be maybe a very liberating situation for you. Maybe it was a very significant change. Maybe you have stepped up in some way. Maybe you gained more authority in the last 2 years, but now it's time for you to relax. Now it's time for you to rest. And I feel like you have done the work, a lot of work in the last 2 years or so that you can maybe focus on yourself more in 2022. Maybe you can relax more and so on. But let's move on to your spread. So Gemini, what can Gemini expect to happen in the first 6 months of 2022? I did see 9 of Cups, so that's good. Like I said, focusing on yourself, paying attention to yourself, maybe doing stuff that you love, not that you have to, right? Not that you're forced to, like in the last 2 years, but something that you wish to do, something that you love to do. Let's see. So there is recognition coming here, but this recognition is the first step to solving a problem, maybe to kind of receiving a boost of some kind, receiving an upgrade. Sorry, neighbor's dogs, not ours. So 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. Well, I would say that this recognition that you're going to receive, it is going to be literally the first step to achieving a larger goal. And that larger goal is a little bit more tricky to achieve. It requires collaborating, it requires networking, it requires almost some sort of a teamwork that you will have to engage in. And for some reason, at first, it may feel like a challenge to actually step up, a challenge to actually break out of a certain pattern, break out of a certain belief, maybe. You're going to have to improvise here in order to achieve a certain goal. And there is nothing wrong with that. We are put in those situations, we're put in those positions where we have to sometimes prove ourselves. But in order for us to prove ourselves, we have to step out of our comfort zone. And usually, Gemini being a sociable sign, they are pretty, socially available, right? There is some kind of an off energy about this where You know you have to work as a team, you know you have to bring other people into the picture, but at the same time you're not sure how you feel about it, or maybe you have a hard time allowing this to happen. You have a hard time just kind of working with someone else on a certain situation. I do, however, believe that this boost that you're going to receive at first, whether it's maybe a promotion, for example, right? Or maybe it's success in your creative endeavors, or maybe you kind of land a job, land a gig of some kind, but then there will be more required from you. It's like, here's a little chunk right now of goodness, right? But then do this and this and this, and we'll give you the rest later. We'll give you more, we'll give you better, but later. Do this first. That's the energy that I am kind of feeling for you here, not feeling, seeing, both, I don't know. And it all leads to self-confidence. It leads to being self-sufficient, okay, independent. If you collaborate with someone now, right, if you allow someone to work on the same goal together with you, you will actually be able to achieve success for yourself. It's like you will become independent while depending on someone else, kind of, for advice, maybe for guidance, for teamwork, right, for some sort of help. If you think that you can do everything yourself, if you're confident that you don't need any help, you don't need any guidance, you don't need any team kind of working with you on something, well, I would say that with Eight of Swords, actually things might move forward slower for you than you would like. So please take this advice and allow other people to be involved in your business, whatever you're doing in the first 6 months, whatever is more important in the first 6 months. For some of you, it could simply be maybe living with someone, not by yourself. For others, maybe it could be, working on a certain project and you feel like maybe you don't have enough time, you don't have enough energy, you don't have enough skills. Well, employ someone or allow someone to help you. That's kind of what it is here. Or maybe there is a very big goal that you have within your existing job, but it may be that other people may have to contribute somehow, their efforts, their labor, to this particular goal, and just allow them to do it. You will do just fine together. That's kind of what it is here. And of course, for everyone, it's going to be different. It all leads to self-sufficiency. It all leads to self-confidence, to independence, to financial security. Okay, so that is very important to know. That is very important to know. That is very important to understand, that it's all for the better. So network. Now, what is going to happen for Gemini, or what can Gemini expect to happen in the last 6 months of 2022? Wow. So you are in the process of actively manifesting something, and it's almost there, and I think it's coming either towards the very end of 2022, early 2023, or maybe it is actually going to somehow appear in the last 6 months of the year. But it's interesting because you will be under some sort of again, even though I told you that you're not really going to be in the spotlight, but there will be some kind of an authority figure, or someone that you look up to, someone whose decision your situation depends on, right? King of Swords, maybe it's a judge, maybe it's a lawyer, I don't know, but there is a lot of hard work that you're going to be doing connected to this authority figure, or maybe institution. And it seems to be that it may be sometimes a little bit burdening, it may be tiresome, and tedious even. But at the same time, you are, again, allowing yourself to do the hard work so that you can relax later, so that you can accumulate as much goodness as possible and just lay back and just relax. I would say this: you may have completed something important in the last 2 years, but there is always something new behind the next door. There is always something to look forward to. There's always something to work on. Otherwise, we get unmotivated. We lose our ambition, right? We'll lose our drive. And here, there will be almost something that depends on, again, either some sort of institution, some sort of authorities maybe, but it will help you along the way to become this King of Pentacles. Because you see, Knight of Pentacles is where you start out in the 6 months, first 6 months. But King of Pentacles completes your spread. This is who you become. Maturity is seen here in 2022, manifesting something that possibly with Nine of Wands here behind it, maybe it was hard work to achieve. You had to work your ass off. You had to do the hard work. You had to put as much effort into this as possible. And it is possible, but you will be kind of controlled in some way. There will be maybe some requirements, some documents possibly that you may have to obtain. It will maybe be also using a lot of your intellect, using a lot of your logic and your strategy of some kind. It's not a very emotional year. Now, that doesn't mean that there is nothing going to happen in love or that you're going to be lonely or something like that. Absolutely not. It just means that you will have a very sharp focus on something. You're going to be very analytical, and you're going to simply work hard to achieve your next goal. Simple as that. And I do want to mention that if you are in some kind of a love triangle, okay, but I would say that this is something that you probably don't know about yet. But King of Swords, King of Pentacles, it could be, let's say, another air sign, and it could be an earth sign that are in your life, both very interesting, both very different, and you may possibly choose out of the two. That could be it as well. Okay, how else it could play out? You could be this King of Swords, right? This could be your energy, your Gemini energy, and you could again be collaborating, just like in the first 6 months. In the last 6 months, there is some kind of a partnership seen here, professional, personal. I would say maybe professional more. And this partnership is very beneficial. It leads to some good things, it leads to success, but you have to learn from that person. You have to allow this person to teach you something. Could this year be about meeting some sort of a mentor, maybe, that can help you in your professional path? Quite possible, but this could also be a year of opening up and allowing more people in your social circle. There are not necessarily any warnings here that a lot of these people are going to end up completely useless. I think that if anything, the energies are pushing you to be more open to these new people. And if you're single especially, it's asking you to maybe go out there, meet new people. You will have some choices to make, but they're going to be worth it. And also, maybe in the last 2 years your confidence have kind of received for some of you it could have been a boost, for others it could have been a little bit of damage, maybe because a lot of things you had to really work hard towards, and it was sometimes maybe discouraging when it wasn't paying off. Well, here it's about gaining that self-confidence back. Okay, it's about allowing yourself to not be the strong one for once, or maybe still be that strong person, but allow others to help you. Allow help in your life, okay? And what's the advice for 2022 for Gemini? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about freedom. It is about independence. It is about security, where a person is good, regardless of what happens in his life, regardless of what happens in their relationships. They are very secure. They're self-oriented. Allow certain sacrifices in 2022. Allow maybe other people to guide you, to maybe control you even in some way, to push you in a direction where you need to be, so that you can gain that confidence, so you can gain that security, that independence, right? You're doing this teamwork so that you can be better later. Okay, I think that's the theme here, honestly. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and yes, yearly readings are available on the website right now until February 1st. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.